I'm really starting to struggle with finding balance between FYSO and like the life part of my life. We got back from St. Helen and we had a lovely trip. I will share footage throughout this video. I had a really lovely time. I didn't actually get a lot of work done, which is fine. It was a vacation. That was the point. And we relaxed and I read and I watched Castle and I went for walks and I watched the sunset over the lake, and it was a really, really good time. And I got to go on a date with my husband and it was lovely. And then when we got back, I kind of struggled with getting back into the groove of things. I have figured that out and I've gotten lots of things done and everything's going great. But when I get my head into projects like this, like FYSO, where I'm head down, full tilt boogie into a project, everything on the outside of that project tends to fall down. So my house is not as clean as I would like it to be. And I am not taking care of myself almost at all. My eating habits have been absolutely terrible. I spend so much time sitting at my desk that I'm not getting my steps in. The dog doesn't even want to walk with me anymore. I've been very sedentary, and I have been really bad about mixing in a vegetable in my diet. And that's what happens to me because I get so tunnel visioned that I don't allow anything outside to distract me, which sounds like a good thing. But when I go, a week and a half, 2 weeks without vacuuming with a dog in the house, it's not a good thing. So I'm still head down, double down. I'm not giving up on this because I am getting traction. And yes, it is still going slower than I want it to go. And I'm not seeing huge growth in the way I had hoped I would, like a month in, but I am seeing growth and I am getting traction. So it is working. It's just slower than I wanted, but that's okay. Most things that you see online are not real life. So when you see someone who's an overnight success, that overnight was 5 years in the making. I've had this channel for over 5 years and I got monetized this year. So when you're just starting out in a space, you cannot expect to start at someone else's middle. So while it's so easy for me to get discouraged when I'm posting TikToks every single day and I'm stuck between 100 and 200 views every time, it's very demoralizing. Except I have to remember I'm starting over with TikTok. I have to build a whole new audience. I have to work my way into their algorithm and they need to figure me out. So it's going to take time and I have to be patient and just keep doing what I'm doing. Because yeah, you see videos with 1 million, 2 million, 3 million views, but one, they're not the kind of videos I'm making. They're not pimping books. They're being funny. They're talking about their kids. They're showing off their pets. And that's not what I'm doing. Plus, they've been at it longer than I have. So while it can seem disappointing where every video gets, let's say, 150 views, that's 150 people. And most likely it's not the same 150 people seeing every video. So if I put out 10 videos, that's 1,500 people who are seeing my book. And no, not all of them are going to pick up a copy. Maybe none of them will. But every person that does is a new opportunity to reach a new reader. So I'm trying very hard not to get discouraged and to keep doing what I'm doing. With my YouTube channel, I wasn't going to do shorts, but I decided to, and it is bringing in new people. They see the short on journaling, and I link it to the Journaling 101 video I did where I broke down all the different ways of journaling for you. And then they go watch that whole video, and then they subscribe, and they go back and they watch my other videos. And that's what it's about. It's about reaching new people. And yeah, I'm only going to reach one new person at a time. But eventually, the algorithms will learn that I am consistent and I am sticking with a theme and I am sticking with where they want to put me. I'm in that lane and I'm going to stay in that lane, and then the growth will come. So I just have to be patient, which is not one of my strong suits. If you can hear background noise, again, I have my fan on because it's so hot in here and it is pouring down rain outside, so I can't like crack a window or anything. So I apologize if you can hear that. But yeah, I've gotten a ton of stuff done and I am growing. It's just slower than I wanted, which is I think the same complaint I had last week. But it's not really a complaint because I have no room to complain that I'm growing in the areas I wanted to grow in. So I did, as I said, make the YouTube shorts, and I have them all made and scheduled through the end of this month, which is great. Towards the end of July, I will have to make more to put into August, but for now I can just take the YouTube shorts off my plate and go back to focusing on TikToks, which I had mentioned before, again, that I wanted to go to 2 TikTok videos a day, but right now I'm just going to focus on getting one made and scheduled for every single day for the rest of the month. And when that is done, I will go back and add a second one to each of those days. I just want to make sure that I have at least one done and scheduled for the whole month of July. So that is what I am working on now. I also have to make a new social media planner. I've been trying to do it in my bullet journal and my YouTube planner, and it's not working. I can't, it's just, I don't want to clutter up my bullet journal with social media stuff, and I don't like the way I have the YouTube planner set up. So I did take some time today to pull apart a few old Erin Condren notebooks that I've had laying around that are like, half used. I uncoiled it and I coiled a bunch of different kinds of pages into one. I'm going to glue some calendars in here, and this is going to be my social media planner for the rest of the year. And hopefully that will work better for me than trying to do everything in 2 different notebooks, because I am counting YouTube as social media, obviously. And I just need one single planner for all video related things. And you know that I am not big on multiple planners. I don't always think that it's a good idea, but in this case, I have to compartmentalize it for myself, and doing it in something bigger gives me more room to flesh out ideas and to make notes and to do the things that I need to do. And plus, I don't need to take my social media planner out of my office with me unless I'm going up north, and then I can just throw this in my bag with my planner. So it doesn't matter that it doesn't fit in my traveler's notebook with my bullet journal and my writer's notebook. It's just another notebook, and it'll be fine. So I'm going to take some time out today, now that it's all coiled and put together, to figure out how I want to build it out so that I can be sure I'm tracking the right things. one of the things with TikTok that I'm running into tracking wise is I'm not really paying attention to what books I'm scheduling for what day. So I don't want to have the same book multiple days in a row, certainly not on the same day. There are books that I haven't even promoted yet from my backlist, so I've got to come up with a system where not only do I just like make a check mark that yes, I posted a TikTok today, I need to know what that TikTok was so that I'm sure to rotate through my backlist and try to promote as many titles as possible to reach the broadest possible audience. And I am still posting them to Reels as well, because once the video's done, it's just going into Meta and scheduling it. I'm getting zero traction on Instagram. I think the most Reels views I've gotten were like 50, but most of them are like 10 or 12. But since it's already done and it literally takes less than a minute to schedule them, I'm going to continue to do that too, because it's just not as much of an energy or time suck as, you know, it's not enough of one to make me stop doing it. So I'm just going to keep doing it, and maybe I'll gain traction there too. I don't know. You never know until you try. So I'm going to keep posting it to Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I made that second YouTube channel. I've posted 3 of them over there, and I've done nothing else. And it is maybe one of the laziest reasons ever why I haven't posted the videos I've already made to another platform, and it's the music. It's because on TikTok and Instagram, you can use any music from their library, but on YouTube, you cannot. So I either have to post silent videos or I have to edit that video to put in royalty-free music and try to find something that it's just, no. I have, it's there. There's 3. I think one of them has 1 view. It's not, that one's not as important to me. So posting my books as shorts on that other channel might be a later project that I decide to go back and do it, but I've decided not to do that there. For now, I'm just going to stick with Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and we'll see what happens. What else is going on? I don't even know. I don't know. I'm not, it's not that I'm overwhelmed, and I'm not burnt out. Like I'm enjoying the fact that what I'm doing is working. But I am in the place once again where I'm not writing, and that's a slippery slope because I took such a long break between Rock and Royal and Broken Chords that it took me forever to get back, and I'm not willing to go through that again. So I have got to start working writing into the schedule as well, and I don't know. I know that all I really need to do is sit down and open the document and start it, and I think it's going to flow because I have a lot of the plot already, you know, I've got a lot of it noted in here, but I've also got a lot of it rattling around in my head. So I think if I just made myself sit down and write it, it would show up for me. But there's so much other things to do, you know? I've got at least 15 more TikToks that I have to make to finish out the month of July. I have, what else is on the board? Oh, I still have to list eBay stuff. I haven't listed any more Redbubble stickers. I've got to get on that because I've had a couple sales there. I still have to actually move all the Etsy stuff to Fourth Wall. I pulled it all down from Etsy, but I haven't done new thumbnails and re-uploaded it to Fourth Wall yet, so that's kind of a bummer. So yeah, there are still things that I need to do. There are areas in these buckets that I haven't touched. And like I said, I've already proven to myself that if I just do the work, growth will come. So I can't start slacking off now. But I am tired. I'm like the sleep deprived kind of tired because I'm working all day. When it's kind of like there's a term for it where you stay up late just to have time for yourself. It's like rage insomnia. Oh, I can't remember. I wish I'd have written it down. But it's because the only time I have, because of me, not because of anything else, the only time I feel I have to myself is like after 9 p.m. So I stay up too late reading for fun because I spend 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. doing other things, working, not cleaning enough, but I cook and I half-ass clean and I make TikToks and I make notes and I do things, and then 9 o'clock comes and I go to bed and I just want to sit on my Kindle and read fan fiction. And so that's what I do, and I stay up too late and then I'm tired, and it's just the cycle that repeats. So, we mentioned that I am much better at theme days than time blocking, but I need to find a way to mesh those things together. I need to find time in every day to move my body, to clean my house, and to take downtime. Because yes, I'm on a 45-day time limit for FYSO, and it's self-imposed, but it's also necessary. But because it's working, and it's working to the point where I haven't reached the specific income amount that I wanted to reach, and I don't know that I'm going to reach it, but that's okay because I've gotten enough to get me another 30 days. So it is working. It's working a little slower than I wanted, but I have to keep going. So we're going to continue FYSO updates weekly until the 45 days is up, but these things won't end at the end of July. They'll just start over for August. And because they're working, it's doing what it needs to do. So I have to continue to be consistent and to show up and to keep doing the work. But I have to find that balance between working my ass off and taking care of myself and my home. So that's going to be this week's project coming up, is figuring out how to continue to get all these things done while also not neglecting the other things that I need to do. And I've mentioned in multiple videos, and I'm going to mention it again, because I see so many videos and posts and things about people who complain that, they are the default parent. They are the default homemaker, that their husbands use weaponized incompetence to not have to do anything around the house. And that is not my situation at all. Like, not at all. My kid is going to be 15 years old next month, and my husband is a grown-ass man. They take care of their stuff. I'm not picking up after them. I cook for them, but I choose to. My husband would make dinner any single night I asked him to. And the only reason I think he doesn't take that initiative is because he knows that I have a meal plan, and I don't necessarily share it with him. So he's not going to come home with dinner to find out I've had something cooking in the crock pot all day. So it's not, that he needs to be told, and it's not that he's unwilling. We are in a pattern. And at this point, if I wanted additional help, I would need to ask for additional help because we have a system, not because he doesn't know to do it on his own. So I don't need to defend my family, but sometimes I feel like I do, because I'll say things like, oh, my house is a mess. And, people hear that and they think, well, why doesn't your husband clean it up? Because it's not really a mess. It's not a visible mess. It's things that I prefer to have done that I'm not doing. And he would have no way of knowing about those things. I'm not explaining this well. My husband and my son are fully functioning members of this household, and they do the things that need to be done. There are additional things that I do because I want them done, and I haven't been doing those things, and that is my issue, not a family issue. Okay? That was a rant. I didn't mean to go on. Oh, I can't help myself. I should start scripting these because they just go absolutely off the rails, but I just love talking to you guys. I really do. And honestly, full disclosure, if you're still here, this is the second time I'm filming this video. The first time, I kind of half-assed it, and I don't want to do that. with my focus shifting to more planner videos to try to get more eyes on Rebel with the plan, I feel like this is our only chance to have a conversation. And I don't want to half-ass that. I want to catch up and talk to you and tell you what's been going on in my life and ask you to tell me what's going on in yours. Because while, yes, I do want to make a career out of this, the community we're building is very important to me. And I don't want to lose sight of that for clicks and likes and subscribes. I want us to be an actual community, a family, a friendship. Like, when I say family, I don't mean it like blood relation. I mean it like, Fast and the Furious family, because I think that means more. And that's what I want for us. So, yeah, I wasn't going to half-ass this video. So instead, you're welcome. You get the rambly, weird, unscripted off the rails Dakota, because that's how we roll around here on, Rebel with a Plan. So, yeah, I think that is it for my FYSO update for this week. But I'm going to let you get back to your Saturday, and I am going to set up my social media planner. I will either film a short. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll film, I don't know. I'll do something. I'll show it to you when I'm done somehow. I'll either show you next week what I did, or I'll film a short of what I decided to do, or I'll just post pictures in the community. I don't know. So, thank you for hanging out with me today. I love you so much. Please don't forget to smash all those YouTube buttons for me. Please let me know how your week is going. If you're doing FYSO, let me know how it's going for you. If you're not doing FYSO, just let me know how things are going in your life in general. I love you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.